right here, Buzz TV. Fun, fun, fun. Webiveiw time. We Outspoken from Canada. Exactly, where are you guys from?
Just a city north of Toronto, about 30 minutes north of Toronto, called Nobleton.
Okay.
Small town.
Myself never heard of it, but I haven't heard of a lot of places in Canada, so that's just all on me. And let's even start this thing. Let's introduce you to them. Let them know who we're dealing with and what you do with the band.
Sure. My name's Anthony. I sing and play rhythm guitar in the band. I'm also the primary songwriter as well.
Hey, Anthony. I noticed in the last couple weeks you guys just got off a fun little adventure.
Yeah, we were in South America, primarily Brazil, and it was absolutely incredible. This was our second time down there, and it was great to be back. The shows were bigger, met some new friends, you know. Yeah, just nothing but amazing.
Yeah, I saw that. I just definitely wanted to bring that up. So how long has the band been together?
It's got to be at least 10 years. The current lineup, at least 5 years right now. So, yeah.
You know, that's really a big deal because bands, one, staying together for any kind of longevity is something that you really don't find anymore, especially here in the States. So, you know, being a project that's out there for 10 years, let alone having this lineup for, you know, at least 5, we really think that's a big, big deal. Now let's talk about the music. Latest CD. Tell me about it. How many tracks on it? And what's it about? What we'd expect? We're going to dive deep into this sucker.
Sure. Yeah, so we just released an EP titled Musical Mania, and for us, the name speaks for itself. Like, Musical Mania is I guess the easiest way to understand it is just the love of music, you know, that feeling that you get from music. So we wanted to create an album with just good, you know, solid songs, but, you know, with in-your-face choruses and just a fun quality product, you know. We even went to the extremes of, like, you know, recording all the drums actually at a cottage with, you know, church ceilings, and, you know, we really wanted to capture that organic, you know, that emotion, you know. So that this album just has five rocking tracks that, you know, that are really, not emotional, but hopefully, you know, will create that feeling again of falling in love with music.
Well, we've heard some of it, so we love it, and that's why we wanted to talk about it. Next thing is, where could we find it?
Sure, yeah, you can grab it from our .com, which is weoutspoken.com. iTunes, it's on Deezer, Spotify. It's at every digital retailer download site.
So
yeah.
Everyone has it. And you know what? We're going to get a track, and we'll make sure they're Artist of the Week coming up, so you're going to hear some of it as well. But again, this is a band that's really worth checking out. Now, the other guys aren't here, so let's talk a little bit about them. We Outspoken, what is this for them? 5-piece, 4-piece?
We're a 4-piece. My brother Alex is also in the band. He's a drummer. And we have a bassist. His name's Chris, and our lead guitarist, Joe. So we've got many years of experience under our belt. We just came together and, you know, wanted to use our skills and tools as one.
Now, since, you know, you just did this fun little South America thing, does the band have any kind of major tour plans, or are you just shooting around Canada? Is there any chance that we might see you in the States?
Yeah, we're going to be down in the United States in July. We're going to be doing some eastern U.S. cities. Other than that, we're going to be heading back to Brazil next year around the same time, and Europe in the fall. We go every year, so yeah, we're trying to keep busy.
We have some friends out in Brazil. Actually, we have a lot of friends out in Brazil. Band called Living Garden. You might have heard of Living Garden. Just because they're a rock band and their style kind of grooves along with yours.
Sorry, what did you say?
Living, like we're living, garden.
Never heard of them.
I'll send you a link to them, but you know, next time you go, I'll make sure I give a heads up, and this way you'll have some more friends to keep in contact with, and you know, since they're actually, you know, big time players there, you never know if you could cross promote and get on to
Sure.
something they're doing. That's always a fun thing.
Oh yeah.
Now, the East Coast states, do you have anything lined up? Is it something like if we went to the website, would it show the tour dates already for that stuff?
No, that'll be up actually in a few weeks. We're just figuring out the routing, and then once that's planned, then it'll be up in 2-3 weeks tops. But yeah, July we're thinking.
Perfect. So if you're watching this through the Buzz TV website, the link's right down here. So it'll get you to the band's website. You'll be able to pick up the tour dates. Obviously, there'll be links to the music, links to some other stuff. I've seen some of the video stuff. So there'll be all that right down there. Just click that link. You'll get right to them. The Facebook stuff's right down there. Let me ask you a question. Brazil. Tell me a fun story.
But we actually recorded a song down there in Rio this time when we were down there. So we got track in a Brazilian studio, which is always amazing considering that we've been trapped in studios up here in Canada. So it was nice to be down there, warm weather. They have a lot of woods in their studio, like a lot of grains, a lot of woods down there. Not much soundproofing, but yeah, it was an experience. And the people who own the studio, they also play in the band as well, and they're going to be singing actually they're singing on verse 2 of the song. So that was neat. That was
Oh, dude, that's very cool. That's something different, but I think that's very hip. Now, here's something we do live all the time. I've never done this on a Webiveiw, but I figure, what the hell? Let's have some fun. We
Sure.
do something. We have a little game we call Roll the Bones.
awesome.
I have 20 questions and a 20-sided dice.
Okay.
I think about 3 or 4 of them actually have to deal with music.
Awesome.
Generally, you up for playing? You roll
Yeah,
one time,
sounds
I
good.
roll one time. I'll roll for you because you're not here. We'll take 20 out of the mix because you can't actually do 20. I'll give 20 away. 20 is if someone hits it, I pull out a pocket breathalyzer and I go, okay, let's see how much you had to drink. So that one's quite fun because we've had a few people fail that and go, well, you better not be driving. So your lucky number is, if it doesn't roll up, 8. And the question for 8 is, oh, this is a musical question, which is even better. What drew you to your instrument? What made you become a vocalist?
To be honest with you, when we started playing, or when I started playing, I took up the piano first, and then I wanted to branch into the guitar. And then as soon as I started learning the guitar, I said, oh, shoot, I could, why not start writing some music, right? And then eventually, when I started writing, on guitar, it just made sense to add some vocals to it, right? Considering it was just myself at the time. So that's kind of how it started, was just push comes to shove, right? And I was just bored of just playing guitar, and I wanted to, write some melodies that, that go with the music that I was writing. So that's kind of where it stuck.
That's pretty cool because as a guitar player myself, I never could click the part of singing and playing. It was always, but so guys that do that, I definitely give mad props to, and I like that answer. So now let's see what lovely question I will be stuck with, and let's make it roll, and it lands on 7. Okay, 7 is drug of choice. Today's drug of choice is naxaproxen. Naxaproxen is because I blew my back out so bad I actually was in the emergency room last week, and these things are anti-inflammatories supposedly. I don't know if they do anything else because they don't do anything to change my head, and they really don't do a whole hell of a lot for the pain. But right about now, that is my drug of choice.
Right on.
Okay. Here's the thing I also love to end any interview with, because to me this is the most important question. Actually, I'll ask you one more question before that.
Sure.
Yourself or anyone in the band? Sponsor? Do we have anything, sponsorship we want to give love to?
Good guys in Canada from Moncton, New Brunswick, Lost Cobble's Drumsticks. They always help us out, especially our drummer. He's breaking sticks all the time, so
I bet.
Those guys are great. And Mesa Boogie Amplifiers, they help us out well. So.
Oh, dude, Mesa loves you. Well, that's a biggie because they don't love a whole lot of people. I know trying to get a sponsorship from them is a real tough deal. So, major shout out to Mesa. Everyone else, we'll make sure we have links to the sponsors down there so you can check them out, say hi, get some love, give some love, check out their product. But now to the most important question of any interview. Is there anything we might have left out that they need to know about the band?
Sure. We have a new music video coming out as well. Probably we're getting the first edit this week, so I would say within 2-3 weeks we'll have a brand new video for our single "Get Up and Fight," which is off of Musical Mania. So it'll be the second music video off the album, and that'll be fresh off the press. 2-3 weeks, something like that.
Very nice. And then obviously it's going to be up on the site everywhere we could find it. What about that song you guys did in Brazil? Any chance of that being heard by the masses soon?
Yeah, it's actually being mixed as we speak, so I hope by next week at the latest, and that song's going to be free actually as well. We're not going to be charging anything for that. Why? Because in Rio they didn't charge us for the studio, so we said, okay, then let's do a free song that we'll just give away to people, right? Share that experience.
Well, that's a really, really, really cool thing. I mean, the biggest thing today, especially in the industry with bands, is doing something outside of the box. Trying to be creative, but doing something that everyone else hasn't done. Just because labels aren't there anymore, you're not getting artist development packages. Free songs are a big deal, especially this way someone doesn't have to rip off one that you actually need to feed yourself with.
Exactly.
And that's something we really need to teach the kids these days. Maybe 10, 15 years ago when there was still money in the business, if you were ripping songs, from what it was at Napster and I don't know, LimeWire and all those places, it really didn't affect artists. But now today, labels are dropping you. They're not giving you any money. $1 a song when you're getting maybe change off of that buck, and it's a very short end of the change.
Yeah.
Every little bit actually counts. So, paying for stuff is a big deal these days. So don't rip it off via, what sites we're talking about. I won't even promote them. So I think giving out free stuff is very cool. We'll make sure we get it. We'll put it on the Z Network X channel that we deal with. That's something that we'll talk about later. But there's free music downloads, and this is something that will definitely go there because it's something free and something the artist wants you to get. So we love that. I don't know what else to say other than we're going to look for you on the East Coast. We do travel. In fact, I have to go to Kansas tonight, and then Denver next week. Cannabis Cup. We got to do go to the Cannabis Cup there, and we're working on shooting outdoor at the Red Rocks Amphitheater. So getting to the East Coast for a band we really like, and again, it was funny because we got contacted by a media thing. We checked it out, listened to the band. It was like, oh my God, thank you for contacting us. Because you know how it is. It's finding bands is such a tough thing these days. It's not like you could go to any music site and type in a name you would never think of and find them, let alone hit random and hope it comes up. So we really loved it. We can't wait for everyone to get them. East Coast dates hopefully coming up for us the end of the summer. So we're just going to leave it with that one. I appreciate everything.
Thanks so much, Brad.
No. Thank you guys. And again, for B-Rad, Buzz TV, we Outspoken, we are going to take off, and we'll see you. We're out of here, guys.
See you, Brad. Thanks a lot.